Subway sounds like a good idea this morning because you're going to need a treat after dealing with this. The nor'easter still impacting Ontario through to the Maritime provinces out to Newfoundland. Temperatures are cool, yes, except Halifax, 7, pretty nice. But through Ontario, tons of snow today, shovel-worthy snow in the south. And then BC, you continue on with the rain. Temperatures at seasonal, but still, flooding is a concern, and we do have emergency alerts in place. Well, countless hours of storm watch. That's what we have been dealing with this week. A very busy week for us, but the finish line's in sight.
Okay, well, our top stories then: Atlantic rain, messy commute in major cities in Quebec and Ontario, and the finish line in sight for British Columbia. Let's start off with the rain in St. John, New Brunswick.
Have a look at this video here. So it tracked basically out of the east and towards the west.
That's where we're seeing the bands of snow in southern Ontario moving east to west. So there's a good look at that. So there's our big nor'easter. And of course, across the west, a series of lows. Another one's going to hit BC. But the biggest rain today will be down in California. They're going to be facing some flood fears.
So this is a look at the additional rain you will be seeing with this nor'easter throughout the Maritime provinces. Now, the good news is we told you Wednesday was your most active day, and that's the truth. It was. But just a little more rain, and unfortunately, for some ponding and flooding situations, this isn't going to help.
Yeah, let's run you through what's going to happen. Northern areas of New Brunswick, which saw copious snow, now dealing with rain. That's very, very messy. Note the warm front moving across Newfoundland south to north. So freezing drizzle this morning. Gander, Grand Falls, Windsor, Corner Brook area, Bay of Exploits. That's all going to change to rain. The strongest winds in Newfoundland this morning. Very, very windy. Wreck house winds right up the west coast.
Now, we want to take you into Ontario. Let me show you this. Through the early hours, driving has already been treacherous.
Absolutely.
And you brought some props.
I did, but want to make sure if you have this stuff in your car. First of all,
Need that?
gas. Do you have lots of gas in the car? You're going to need that. You're going to need a bit of a survival kit here, you know, flashlights, maybe whatever else you might need. Do you have windshield washer fluid?
That is key.
You don't want to be pressing the button and it doesn't go anywhere. And then finally, do you remember where this thing is? Because you're going to need it.
Dig it out
today.
from somewhere.
It's also a handy weather pointer.
Yeah, so let's look at this.
Let's look at this. So the heaviest snow has now left Kingston. We mentioned the snow's moving east to west. So it is moving towards, it's now snowing all across the greater Toronto area, up towards Barrie and clean onto North Bay. And this is going to be some impressive totals here.
Yeah, this is where we could see around 10 centimeters for Toronto, but we could see difference in, let's say, centimeters, even Mississauga, Toronto, very close proximity, but difference just in terms of the snowfall.
It'll be enough. It'll be enough, and the wind will be strong and blowing snow. And look at that. This is so the western bands of the snow will likely get to around the Kitchener, Waterloo, Woodstock area. West of there, not a lot of snow, but it's going to hover around much of the day. And the wind, Rachel, with the blowing snow, and obviously a big concern.
Yeah, low visibility out on the roads, and the main thing to note is this is going to last all day. The finish line is in sight.
Yep, but it's not quite there yet, and for a lot of people who's been dealing with flooding, the finish line may be a little extended. But Vancouver, anywhere between 40 and 100 millimeters of rain on the island, copious amounts, and a quick look at the 3 days from the last to the December average.
Now, don't go anywhere. We have more on the nor'easter plus the BC rain, all coming up right here.